All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at why an author made a certain choice and how to determine the author's purpose for making that particular choice. And I'm going to introduce you guys to some new things today called a signpost. So, a signpost are 4 different choices an author made, and I'm going to be focusing on 2 of them, which are numbers and statistics and extreme and absolute language. We'll focus on the other 2, which are contrast and contradictions or quoted words, another time. So, when you are trying to examine and determine why an author made a particular choice, I want you guys to think, did the author include this signpost to emphasize, clarify, or illustrate information about the topic? So to emphasize something means to stress the importance. To clarify means to explain more. And to illustrate means to create a picture or help the reader visualize something. So we are going to go ahead and learn about numbers and statistics. So numbers and statistics usually emphasize an amount or help illustrate a fact. For example, here up above in an article that we read previously, it says there's a huge number of different kinds of viruses. Viruses cause many kinds of diseases, from a simple cold to Ebola, a deadly disease that killed thousands in Africa. Did you see how the author used a number to emphasize how many people died of the Ebola virus? Here below, it states viruses are tiny. If the human genome were a 12,000 page book, the flu virus would be about 2 words. Again, the author is trying to emphasize how small viruses are, and he is using an analogy of a book. The next signpost that I'm going to introduce you to is extreme or absolute language. So extreme or absolute language emphasizes an emotion or information. For example, down here it states, do humans come from seawater viruses? More research may help answer these and other interesting questions. Whatever the case, it is clear that these tiny viruses will always be a problem for us to deal with. When the author says always, that is absolute. He is certain, and he is emphasizing that viruses are always going to be a problem for humans to deal with, and you've seen this before. Last week, you had a question, and it asked you, the language the author uses in paragraph 5 emphasizes. So here is what the author had said. It states, the activity not only brought community members to their feet to dance, it brought many to tears. Well, by saying it brought many to tears, this is extreme or absolute language. And again, the author is trying to emphasize something. But what is he trying to emphasize? I'm going to go ahead and read through the answer choices, and I want you to think, what is the author emphasizing here? Is it A, the emotional response people are having toward the acts of kindness in the community? B, the things people are doing to stay connected? C, how quickly this movement had gone viral? Or D, the places in which people are coming together during the coronavirus? Well, I think that the author is emphasizing the emotional response people are having. It clearly states it brought many to tears, and when you cry, that is an emotional response. So, when deciding or when thinking and determining why did the author make that choice, always think, did the author include the signpost to emphasize, clarify, or illustrate information about a topic? Again, emphasize is stressing the importance of something, clarifying is to explain more, and to illustrate is to create a picture or help the reader visualize. So, you guys are going to practice these skills with a new article, and it's about the 1918 flu pandemic that killed millions. I spy a number and stat. But I just want to clarify a few things for you guys. A pandemic is a disease spreading fast all across the world. In 1918, there was a flu pandemic, and today there is a pandemic of a coronavirus. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video, and you guys are going to read each section of this text. You are going to be identifying pop-out sentences, for each section of the text to determine the central idea, and you will end with an exit ticket. So go ahead and click next to get started on your work. Good luck.